That's going to be the new Guardians of the Galaxy ride at Epcot Center.
The time to catch the last tram headed out to C4 Creator 52. So if you'd like to catch that tram, make sure you are at the main entrance before 11 p.m. And if you miss that tram, folks, no worries. You'll just be taken the Heel Toe Express back to your cars in Create 52 tonight. And driver, you cleared that turn and you can hold. Folks, this is not our stop. We are simply waiting for that other tram to leave the loco. So please remain seated and enjoy a little time off your feet.
Thanksgiving Day 2018. I expect it to be crowded today. Pluto's usually out here, so probably doing a quick break. He usually is there to greet. You can always tell how many people are here by the line for Spaceship Earth. So it's a decent crowd since there's a decent line here for Spaceship Earth. Standby of 60 minutes though, that's more than a decent crowd. Sometimes you just walk on this ride in 5 minutes. One thing that's kind of funny is the AC in those stores is ice cold. Used to be like that for the rides, but they lowered it a little bit. But you walk past them stores, you can feel the AC. Got World Showcase, I guess Futureland, whatever it's called. But the kiosk is up here, and if you haven't gotten your Fast Pass kiosk rides first, which you can do online if you have you buy your tickets in advance, and you can link your Fast Pass rides up to 3. If you're staying at a resort, it's 60 days in advance. If you're not on a resort, it's 30 days in advance. And that's pretty cool to already come in the park and have your Fast Pass rides already signed up for. But it's not too much of an effort to come and do it at a kiosk here. It's just knowing where the kiosks are at, and in this park is pretty easy. There's a Starbucks right in front of us, and you have green and blue. And green has the some more low-key ride. Blue has more the thrill rides. So you got Imagination with Figment, the Land, but you also have Soarin' here as well. Soarin's in the land. And there's the blue over there. We'll get over there. But this is where you want to go first. If you haven't gotten your Fast Pass, then you come in here, and the kiosk is over here to the right. As you can see that sign up there. I hope you can see it. It says Fast Pass. And there are the kiosks. I'm not really interested on getting on any rides, but just for the point of showing you how it works. Nothing worth getting. You can get it anyway. And it changes from minute to minute. So here you see it's a pretty good crowd. And right in front of us is the land. And inside of the land is the ride, the land, or it's not really a ride, just a slow moving trip. And then you have soaring, but there's also restaurants in there. So it's a good place to kick back, chill out. Now over to the right is the Nemo ride. That's a low, pretty slow moving ride in Nemo. Kind of boring to me, but probably cool for kids and people who like that movie. And then one of my favorites here, Journey to Imagination with Figment. And then they also have a Pixar short film festival here. It's pretty nice, pretty good short Pixar films. So we're gonna make a U-turn out of here. One day I'll come in here when it's not crowded, and I'll show you how to get on all these rides really fast without waiting. And I've done 4 parks in one day. Probably more realistic for most people is to do maybe 2 parks in one day, where you get on the thrill rides, you know, if you don't have a lot of time and you come here to visit. And as you can see now, when we go to the blue section, that's where the thrill rides are going to be. And you got Spaceship Earth Mission Space Test Track straight ahead. People in line to get with the Disney characters. They've done a good job of making them more available over the years. Actually got to meet the young lady who played Minnie Mouse. Very, very nice person. This is one of those days where if you like to buy the food here, you can get a snack or walk around, especially in this park because you have World Showcase and all the lands. I've already got 2 movie tickets because I'm also A+, AMC A+ member, so you get 3 free movies a week. So I'm going to see Creed 2 and Ralph Breaks the Internet. I saw Widows last night. Pretty good movie. So just here today, do a little walking around on Thanksgiving. And haven't shot a video in so long because it's been about 6 months. Because I worked for Disney at that time, and you have to be careful what you shoot when you work for them. Mission Space is another ride that is normally not a long wait, even when the park is crowded, because they have 2 versions of it. One thing Disney has done is they got these Christmas decorations up pretty early, and park looks pretty nice. Eventually I'll get you a shot of Disney Springs. You see it looks pretty nice, decorated for holidays. And here's the other kiosk. So you see both of the sections have a kiosk where you can get your fast passes. That's Mission Space right in front of us. Restrooms are towards the right. And and little snack stand that sells pretzels. Pretzels are pretty good, about $7. Hot dogs though, they're like $10. It's kind of overpriced. Usually when Disney charges you a lot, you get a lot, but their hot dogs aren't that much bigger, and you'd be better off getting the bratwurst at Disney Springs. So the restroom is right there to the right. Test Track is also here to the right. And one thing about Test Track is they have a single rider line. So a lot of times, even if it's a long wait time for a standby, which it looks like it's crazy right now, it looks like over 2 hours, the single rider line is 60 minutes, which is still crazy. You can come in here and it'll say 10 minutes, which means you can get right on, you're not even gonna wait. So Test Track is pretty cool, but today's not the day to get on it. And there's the Fast Pass entrance and a standby of 2 hours, 2 hours and 10 minutes. Now, I can't imagine, the only ride I will wait that long for in Disney World now would be Pandora. And even now I wouldn't wait for it because I've been on it a couple of times. So we just take a tour around, and then you'll see Mission Space. Mission Space has 2 different versions of it, and one is a little more volatile than the other. I think one is orange and one is green, but usually because they have 2 different versions, the wait time's not that long. But again, on a day like today, a holiday, it's probably everything in the park's going to be long today. But even on a holiday, one secret to all the parks is if you get in maybe an hour before they close, then you're able to get on a lot of lines. But see, even today, Mission Space, the trip to Mars is 80 minutes, and a trip to Earth, which is the easier ride, is 20 minutes. So that's probably the best you're going to see today for any ride. Now, they're building Guardians of the Galaxy, and they've got the building structure up, so you can see it's going to be huge. But I tried to get a little bit of that coming in. Maybe I'll shoot some of it coming out. But this will be a good day to walk around, burn some calories.